Isaac, let me see it. Give it to me now. This is what you... This is what I am to you?
Slippery as an eel in an oil slick, but still a man.
Because I think I found something interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever rode a stagecoach?
Never. I would have even thought. Of course, a robbing goddamn stagecoach. You know I have.
And what's the problem with stagecoaches?
Young man attempting to put a bullet in your head.
Not quite. The odds. I mean, is it...
Welcome to the Disney Bundle, where Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus come to life on all your screens. Hulu Originals, Disney Hits, and must-see sports. Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Get the Disney Bundle today.
Dear CEO, use wind or solar, or both.
What are you waiting for?
This is your chance to do something good.
Dear Rovio Entertainment, that's right, we're doing this, a video on Angry Birds. We're going back to the past to play the games that nobody thought were like an...
I like to make friends and go places.
How the hell you end up down here anyway?
I could have the dream of you.
Many people today wouldn't recognize what this is. And that's an amazing thing because it shows how much progress we've made against polio. It's a terrible disease, and in most countries now, largely forgotten. The paralysis from polio starts with your legs and then can get up into this diaphragm area. So a lot of people die simply because they can't breathe, and that's where this comes in to help out. This is called an arm lung. It's a mechanical respirator. There's a pump down here that creates enough air pressure that even though your diaphragm is paralyzed, it allows you to keep breathing. So your head sticking out here, it's pretty grim, but it used to keep thousands of people alive. The height of the polio epidemic in the United States was in the 1940s and 50s. This used to be something that you could see rows and rows of in lots of hospitals, kids lying in here, and then that pump actually allowing them to breathe. The reason we don't have kids needing these anymore is because of the polio vaccine.
We've eternity, I finally found this. The effects of slaughter weight, breed type, and aging on mostly have to consider breaking of our time. Instead, we're going to be using the tensile strength of our pig because it turns out that muscles are more likely to tear and fail while under tensile forces. And when our ostrich runs into the pig, it is going to be stretching out quite a bit. This means that our failure point is here, the center of the pig, in a straight line through the body, since stress is measured using a single flat plane and surface area. To save ourselves some headache, we're just going to presume that our pig is perfectly round and has a circle for our flat plane, which, I mean, yeah, that checks out, given the pigs in the game are actually totally round. But now we need our dimensions, which is where our first finally useful paper comes in, Dimensions of the Modern Pig. Believe it or not, is actually an incredibly specific weight that has its own SI unit. No, I'm serious. It's called the Austin before he had a child unit of mass. Gotta thank the scientific community for that one. Thankfully, using a bit of math magic, I can use interpolation to extend this graph since it seems to be following a predictable curve. It's imprecise to be sure, but hey, we're talking about blowing up imaginary pigs with imaginary ostriches here. We are solidly within the realm of imprecision and wild assumptions. Come with me, then you'll see a land made of pure wild assumptions. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't even remember the lyrics to that. That was awkward. Given the mass of our Sus scientia of 179-ish kilos, that means our pig should have a width, that's the length measured from shoulder to shoulder, of 40.39 centimeters. We're going to be using this as the diameter of a circle running through the pig so we can get our tensile strain surface area. At 40.39 centimeters, this gives our plane of stress a surface area of 0.1281 square meters. Now take taking what we learned from structural and mechanical changes in raw and cooked single porcine muscle fibers extended to fracture, which is at the tensile failure point of pork tissue, is about 2.52 kilograms per square centimeter or 247,000 newtons per square meter, we finally have all the information we need in order to figure out how fast we need to launch a 179 kilogram ostrich at a pig in order to snap it in half, or honestly probably pulverize spectacularly. 247,000 times 0.128 square meters is 31,686.5 newtons of force. Let's toss on an extra 10,000 in order to make sure the bones snap too, bringing us up to 41,686.5 newtons. It's a little rule of thummy, but this video is already getting too long. If we charitably presume that all 179 kilograms of bird land squarely on this pig, it would have to have an initial impact velocity of 137 meters per second in order to deliver this force. Bare minimum. That is no joke, over 300 miles per hour, almost 500 kilometers per hour. And you know what? I had like all this math and all these graphs with initial launch velocities that would be required if we factored in air resistance to establish like pig snapping kill zones at various distances. But you know what I realized? It doesn't even matter. Why? Because it's not just about having a bird going 300-ish miles per hour. You have to get it up to that speed first. Comparing the average length of an ostrich torso to the width of an angry bird, I turned that into a pixel meter ratio of 25.64 in order to figure out that our little bird is accelerating over just about 3 meters when it launches. This means that at 179 kilograms, accelerating up to 137.11 meters per second would require an acceleration rate of 2,802 meters per second squared. With 179 kilos, that's 501.9 kilonewtons of force, over 285 Gs. For context, that's the max thrust output of a General Electric GE90 turbofan engine, the kind of engine that lifts Boeing 777s in the air. All of that force concentrated on this tiny little ostrich body. For a brief moment, it would be like our ostrich weighed over 100,000 pounds. In short, just launching this thing to its required speed for pig destruction at point-blank range is a recipe for ground-up ostrich meat, gristle, and bone. This is so much energy that it would be able to power 88 Game Boy Pockets for their entire 10-hour runtime. This ostrich, at the moment of release, could power 885 hours of Pokemon Red. Just launching this thing whole would be impossible, and no slingshot would be able to do it. Nothing with any conventional materials like rubber or wood would even come close. And even if it could, the instant it left the slingshot, it'd just be a bunch of raw bird chunks flying through the air, which is, as you might imagine, not very aerodynamic, meaning that it would slow down a lot faster than it would normally, meaning that the only way you could really split a pig in half as an ostrich is to put it right in front of the slingshot so that all the pieces could hit it before they went flying into nowhere. That said, I think this bird would still have a pretty impressive fatal distance. You wouldn't want to be anywhere near this thing. Probably not at least within a football field's distance away, because all it would take is a stray bone shard hitting you at 120 meters per second to totally ruin your day. So, I'm sorry to say, pig opera games, but launching a bird at a pig with the energy required to make it pop is sadly probably impossible. Although killing one is still on the table. I don't recommend, though, that you try to wrangle an ostrich into a slingshot. Animal rights violations aside, they are notoriously difficult to shepherd and have extremely dangerous claws that they will use to lash out at you in an attempt to disembowel you. So I guess technically, the best way to possibly end a pig's existence using a giant bird is to just get the ostrich really mad and leave it alone together in a room with a pig. Please don't do that. Sincerely, Austin. And I have to put out a personal thank you to my patrons who make this show possible, especially those of you who give it the highest level. I'm talking about Mars the Man, Miss Kendra, Ronald Coleman, Alan Hagers, Edit AMTP, Nicholas Bellinger, Marissa Resnick, Nick Patterson, and Loretta Mazer. You guys frickin' rule, and I hope to see you next time. I need to take a nap. This one was really tiring for some reason. Whew. How long was I in there? 45 minutes! Oh, God!
I would do anything to go to Tokyo.
I got the tickets.
But they canceled those. I know I can't go, but I really wish I could.
Hey guys, this is Ko from Tokyo.
Hello.
Hey, this is Yoyogi Park.
We're going to get kakigori, which is our favorite summertime treat.
That's amazing.
Let me show you these hidden alleys. Let's go in. My friends, actually, oh my god!
Dear Remedy Games. Okay, I'm sorry, but I didn't play Control until, like, just now. Seriously, my best friend, hi Mike, has been bugging me to play this game for the past, let me check my calendar here, 2 freaking years, and I finally...
Well done, sir. Well done.
You did all the work.
Teamwork, my dear boy.
Here you go.
Go see Alden from time to time. See you soon, Arthur.
This